Hi, my name is Maria. I am one of the two from Audit Jupiter cosplay. You guys seem to take a big interest on the patterned leggings. As you can see, I am going to use black milk today. And I have two pairs of scissors. I won't be using both, I'll just be using the cheap hairdressing pair that you can buy from like either Coles or Safeway. Being a hairdresser, these just come naturally for me to use, and these are just another regular pair of scissors. As long as they cut quite clean, they are fine. They don't need to be like fabric scissors, but hey, if you've got fabric scissors, they're pretty good too. So I will show you two different braids. These are actually two braids. The first braid is the one that's on the outside. Very, very easy. Oh, I suppose they're both very easy, but the second braid is the one that goes through the center. I can show you separately what they look like on this pair here. And then, yeah, you can have both or one or the other, whichever one you like. Alrighty. So, I'm showing you how to do it down along the side like I do. You just want to lay the leggings out. Make sure that folds. Now this is the best kind of video I could I can do. I don't do videos. This is so abnormal for me. Alrighty. You might not be able to see the whole frame, but as long as you get to see the middle. There's a few little bits and pieces that I kind of self-discovered along the way. Things like when you're making your way up through the top of the thigh, you should probably make the slits just a little bit longer and then narrow them back when you're going to the top, and narrow them in a little bit when you're going to the knee, and then they can come out a little bit when they're going through the calf, and then back in again when they're going down towards the end where the foot is coming back, like in again. Alrighty, so I'll start at the very top. So it's up to you where you want to start. You can start like all the way at the very top of the band, but I think it looks a little bit nicer when you start just a little bit below the band. So your first slit doesn't need to be very, very big, kind of just like the end of your finger, and finger width apart, I would say. Just keep going and making the slits. Like I said, we'll make them come up a little bit first, narrow in. So we'll just I have a hair. Lucky it's my own. The great thing about this is even if you make them a little bit crooked, like it really doesn't look bad. Once it's all stretched out, you can't even tell. Make these ones just a little bit longer. I do advise you listen to some good music while you're doing it. Get into that deep concentration mode. Now I'm actually really shit when it comes to like fabric and stuff. So if anybody out there that's watching this is criticizing what I do, shush. I think it looks good. Now when you're making your way down to the very bottom, I just say narrow it in, and then just do it as close as you can, just to the very end part there. Alrighty, so now you have holes in your leggings, and it's all pretty fun. We'll start on the patterns. Now, the first one we'll do is the one on the outside. You don't need to have it on to be able to do it. It's actually quite easy doing it from, starting it from just from the end here. Alright. So all you want to do is grab the fabric, and then kind of pick up the next piece underneath it. So then you pull it back up and you pick up the next piece. Now it's a little bit easier. And you keep it stretched. Bit of a top. Alright. Now when you make your way to the very last one, just pull it nice and tight. What you want to do, once you've made your way all the way to the top, is you want to just cut that last one, like right in the middle. Then you drop one of the ends back out of that last loop and you just tie it into a double knot. And afterwards, after we do the other pattern, you'll be able to pull that out. So this is the first one. There we go. So you can see as it stretches out, it looks a lot more like the pattern. Now, the beauty of it is, you can wear it all like tucked into the middle. Like if you just stretch it and pull it all in, even when you put it on, you just pull it all into the middle, or you can do what I've done and pull it all the way out, and that's allowing us to do the other braid as well through the middle. Now, what I'll do is I'll just take off my leggings, and I'm wearing shorts underneath in case anyone's thinking dirty stuff. Now I'm just wearing it on the inside of my leg because it's a little bit easier to show you guys this way. So yeah, as I was saying, pull it all the way out if you choose to, or you can pull it all the way into the middle. And that looks really cool as well. Now because I've tied it right at the very top, I'm not going to undo it, but you can do the other braid that I'm just about to show you without doing this braid. So again, we'll be starting at the bottom. Now, just through the bottom, what you want to do is you want to turn it once, so it kind of closes off like a circle, and then you're just going to pick up the next bit of fabric. And again, turn it the same way, pick up the next bit of fabric. It is a little bit easier when the fabric is just stretched out but not on. When it's on, it stretches out too much and it just makes it a little bit trickier to grab a hold of the fabric. But I suppose you can see it a little bit better this way. Alrighty. So as you can see, it's starting to take shape. You can make the slits wider. The beauty of it is even now that it's all done and it's being tied up at the top, you can still grab your scissors and keep cutting across if you feel as though it's not very even, or if you want it a little bit wider around the sides, or you like didn't cut one quite right. You're kind of like not in a locked contract. Also, this process isn't too flattering on the legs. I look like one of those like stuffed pigs that are about to go into the oven. That's okay. We'll all have pretty leggings at the end of this. So yeah, just keep turning it once and picking up the next piece. Now, this bit right at the very top, what you want to do is you just want to grab that last piece again, and you're going to cut that one. Same thing goes again. You're going to let one of the bits drop out, and you're going to tie a double knot. Make sure it's tight because you don't want these to undo. And then just with all the knots, pull them through. You can cut off the ends because some of them won't go through, but you should be able to tuck them in a little bit too. Alrighty, I'll put these on properly and then we can play around with it a little bit more. You might find that they get just a little bit tighter and maybe just a little bit shorter. So if you're really short like me, this is like awesome because leggings properly fit now and you don't have to like tuck them around your toes and shit. Alrighty. I'm back. So here we go. Move it around Don't be scared to play with it. Yeah, there we go. Like I said, if you find that any aren't coming out enough, all you have to do is just cut them on the ends and they open up a little bit more. For me, I am struggling for a bit of knee space, so I'm just going to give myself a little bit more through that. Just make sure that all your little bits and pieces are nice and even. These are just a little bit uneven. Yeah, that's it. Nice and easy. But I'm happy to help anybody if you do need help. But I think it's pretty simple, pretty basic. Yeah, have fun.